Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another Let's Play with author J.P.Edgar, where I play some games I never really played before. And today we are continuing our journey with RainCode on the Nintendo Switch. This game. At least I don't have to read too much, right? That's my weakness. RainCode, Nintendo Switch. So without wasting more time, let's get going. Holy Smokes Saturday! Yes, it is Holy Smokes Saturday. How y'all doing today? How you doing? It's great to see you. Great to see you coming in, keeping me company, making fun of me as I fail epically at this game. But you know what? It is what it is, right? But it's Holy Smokes Saturday. Oh man, need the R&R. But the rest is not for me. Not today. Not today. I'm thinking about doing some more shirts. You know, I'm thinking about making some more shirts because currently I have the Bloodline shirts and Holy Smokes. What do you think? Should I make some more shirts? I'm gonna have to reach out to some designers if that's the case, though. I would like to have the designers, though. At least have read the books, you know. At least have read my books. I'll hire the designers. They'll make the shirts, and I'll sell them for you. How does that sound? Where did we leave off? I think we were in the middle of investigation. Yes, and then we had the Nailman, and we were ending said investigation. More shirts. All right. I'll hire designers. Jeez.
There isn't much else to investigate. I've never experienced this before, but it's surprisingly convenient to be able to share my post-cognition.
Just touch me more, baby.
It's exhausting to explain what I see to a client.
Really?
People do not believe what they cannot see. I have often been called a liar.
I suppose fortes aren't always convenient.
We still have locker room mysteries to examine. The second incident was at the mansion near Ginma District. I have an idea of where to go. Let's hurry there.
All right, I got cherry lemonade today. It's one of my go-tos, but it's not water this time. Yeah, I really wasn't feeling water today. I felt like something with a little more spice. And we decided to go cherry lemonade. I love cherry lemonade. Yeah, it's one of my faves. So yeah, I'm two videos.
Where we're heading to is access through Ginma District. Let's hurry there.
All right, we shall go through the Ginma District. I am 2 videos behind on my uploads, but I've been really busy with school, trying to keep to my schedule. I'm actually a day behind, and my deadline is Monday. I'm a day behind, and I only have 2 days left. So I've been focusing and doing a lot of work on that, and I'll probably be doing a lot of school work as soon as I'm done with the stream. So, why are you so ee-hee-heeing? No, seriously, why are you going ee-hee-hees? Is it because of that? Or did you find something, and now you're not being very forthcoming on your discoveries? All right, so I'll probably be doing the schoolwork as soon as I finish the stream today. Yeah, do you know any designers? I'll hire designers, but they must have read my books, because, you know, holy smokes, if you haven't read the books, you don't know the how to say, the meaning, the detail, why it's holy smoke and who this is, and the frames. I know a couple of people. What about you? Do you know anybody? Yes, I'm asking you, chat. I'm asking you. Holy smokes, at least once every hour. So. Also, what do I want to do for dinner? I don't think I want to have a lot of time to cook tonight. I'm not really craving pizza. I know, blasphemy, right? I'm not really craving pizza. I kind of had quite a bit of it, and I had it somewhat recently, too. Unusual statue. Let's see. I've never seen this design before. I have no idea which country it's from. How would you know when you have amnesia? Yeah, that's pretty sound. That's sound. Master doesn't have a single brain cell. That's basically the translation of that. I can design stuff, but it doesn't mean it'll be any good. Well, at the very least, you could pitch me ideas. I'm always down. This is Gamasaki. It's a filthy town and filled with people from the basements to the rafters. I've heard it always rains here. Is that true? Yes, I can't remember when it started, but it hasn't stopped in days. It's a dank and gloomy town. Okay. I don't have any more money, excuse me. Getting pressed for cash right off the... Okay. Let's just do the map. How do I map? There we go. Because we need to go here, and I have no idea how to get to the Ginma District, so I'm just gonna bust it up. I want to bust it up. Yeah, I'll give everyone until next Holy Smoke Saturday with ideas and design concepts, and if you want to design some shirts for me. It's a paid position. It's not a permanent position, obviously, but it's still, you know, I'll give you the monies to give the designs. All right, let's see. We are now here. Oh, that's what I was talking about, the videos. So I was watching YouTube the other day, and I came to the conclusion that not very many people are going to be looking at the descriptions of YouTube videos. So the descriptions are basically unread unless there's like a link, like a link's in the description. They'll just go to the link. They're not going to read everything. So I've been thinking about no longer doing my descriptions, just doing a basic JPEdgar-Plays this game on the Switch, and that's it. Not doing the in this episode we. So because doing the in this episode we, that takes so long to do. It's basically like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Well, actually, it's basically double the amount of stream time, as I got to watch the entire episode again and make descriptions and details on that. So, what do you think? Should I just do the basic edits, like bleep out the profanity, or my profanity, not the games? I don't give a crap about that, unless it's extreme, such as the South Park underpants gnome level. That's an edit, and censoring. And the basic edits, like when I have to go AFK a little bit when I have technical difficulties. That's, aside from doing that, that's like the bare minimum. That's basically what I do, because I want my uploads to be raw. I want my streams to be raw. I want, you know, besides those little edits. But those descriptions, do you read them? Should I even keep doing them? You know, that's basically what I'm asking. That person. What's wrong? Doesn't seem a bit uneasy, like she might fall over at any moment. You really can't help yourself when it comes to the ladies. Oh, ooh la la. Isn't like that. I'm only 10, right? Excuse me, is something wrong? You seem upset. Who are you? Apparently that's what a lady sounds like. I'm kind of a detective, only kind of though. In training. Detective. I see. And what about Little Miss over there? I very rarely read descriptions unless the YouTuber mentions something specific. That's what I'm saying.
Well?
So, is something wrong? Well, actually, I've run away from home. Really? You look a little too old to be running away from home. And I'm at a loss about what to do next. Oh, this smells like a case. A case to what? Tell her what to do? The sights in town? Go to the museum. I heard there's a lot of death there. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, you might be right. Should avoid getting involved, but I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if I just left it alone. Could you give me some more details? Well, I'm the daughter of a merchant who does business throughout Kanai Ward. I keep wanting to say Kenai, that's where I used to live, so Kanai Ward. Due to family circumstances, it was decided that I would have an arranged marriage. Well, that makes more sense. Thinking of what's best for my family, I should accept the proposal. But my suitor is an awful person. I heard it with my own ears. He said he was only using my father. Yeah, that's usually what arranged marriages are. One family is using another for one reason or another. When I talked to your father about it, there's nothing I can do with my proof. Besides, my father is very keen on him. Sword fighting. When I told my father I didn't want to get married, he yelled at me and said I shouldn't cause trouble. So that's why you ran away from home. Oh, how lame. Let's get out of here. We can't do that. Having to marry an evil man sounds terrible. Leaving home has given me some time to think. I want to try talking to my father. But if I went back now, and I don't think I would have a civil conversation. I'm terribly sorry to ask, but could you take this letter to my father? I'll reward you with some gropey gropes. What? Does this chick think detectives are errands boy? Well, yeah, kind of. Can't just leave it like this. That's my master simply simping. That's my master simping over every woman he meets. No, it's not like that. Okay, I'll help.
Thank you.
Thank you. My father should be in front of Kanai Station around now. It'd be a good idea to ask what it looks like, considering just handing out things to random people at the Kanai Station. What exactly does your father look like? Should be wearing a suit, navy blue, head to toe. That's his favorite. Paired with the devil. All right, so we're going to go to the Kanai Ward station, which may or may not be this way. Here we go. The map. Here we go. Let's bust it up to the Kanai station. Yeah, so that's what I mean. It's like, unless the YouTuber mentions something specific, which during the stream, I don't really mention too much during the streams unless I'm talking about like my website, my merch, my books, or something like that. But that's always at the end of the stream, because having someone consistently and constantly talk about their stuff throughout a video is, I don't know. It's one of those things that I should probably do, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss, Chad. I'm kind of at a loss. Let's see. That is not a suit. Nor is it navy blue head to toe. So I'm kind of torn. I always find my descriptions humorous because I'm self-absorbed in my my humor. So, but it's my descriptions are generally recaps, very broad recaps, albeit, of what's going on with the episode. So if someone has played the game and they want to see where I'm at and they read the description, they'll know where I'm at based off of the general descriptions that I give. But like I said, it takes so long for me to do. It's time away from my studies, it's time away from work, it's time away from everything. So I'm just trying to figure out what my next step should be. Stylish bench, shame. See the whole city. Yeah, I already looked at that. So I suppose I could take a poll. Do you read my descriptions? I mean, the live streams don't have any descriptions. It's the archives that will have all the descriptions. Like, every once in a while, I'll reread the descriptions and I'll just cackle at the ridiculousness. Because it's so silly. It is ridiculous. And silly. Did I mention ridiculous? So it's just one of those things. Alternatively, doing my descriptions gives me a better understanding of what's going on in the stream and in the game. Like if I missed something in the game, which I've actually... Where the heck is this place? Which is actually something that has helped a number of times, going to... Riverbank is closed off. Yeah, I need to go back to the Kanai station. He's over here somewhere. Let me turn around. like rewatching the stream, rewatching the gameplay, writing the descriptions, I know what's going on. I'll have a better idea, and every once in a while I'll see something that I missed. Like a more recent example is when I was playing Kitari Fables, where I missed some chests. With no thanks to chat. No, chat helped me too. When I was running around getting all the treasure chests that I could find, because I was stocked up on keys. When I was previously watching that video, I saw chests that I missed. So that is a worker. I don't see anyone over there. I'm a Terrastic container. I'm a Terrastic container, bought from the outside Conai Ward, filled with corpses. Huh? At least I hope so. You are... Nothing. I mean, I've already mentioned the etherealness. That is... I mean, granted it's a suit head to toe, but I think that's a station worker. I guess I have to actually go to the station itself? I don't know. It'll be more convenient for me if I just upload the videos with minor edits and censorships. That looks like him right there. A completely navy blue suit. That could be the girl's father. Man with him's client's suitor, possibly. I bet he is. He even looks evil. It's because of the trench coat.
No.
Can't tell this from his parents. Does anyone else try to talk to him? Excuse-moi. Who are you?
Yeah.
If you don't mind, we're in the middle of an important conversation. I have a letter from your daughter.
What?
What did you say? You know my daughter's whereabouts.
Well?
Yes, but would you please read the letter first? You're not actually listening. Oh, that's a suitor. You're not actually... Wait, the suitor's probably... You know what? The suitor's not valid. Girl. You're not, like, listening to this guy, are you, sir? I'll see for myself. This is, without a doubt, her handwriting. Like, there must be some kind of mistake. I don't think that's really Valley Girl. But you know what? I started with that. Let's keep going. I would never mistake my daughter's handwriting. I'm afraid that if what's written here is true, this marriage cannot be allowed to continue. I almost got away with it too. He's not even trying to hide it. He sounds like some sort of second-rate cartoon villain with a second-rate voice actor doing it because he doesn't know what's going on. No trying to pretend anymore. The scam's over. Later, chumps. The scam's over. You failed your... What? There's no need to follow. Thank you for delivering this letter. It was nothing. I'll try to talk to my daughter. Allow me to properly thank you. Not today. Another day, of course. Another day. Sure. Let's go report to the client. So after this stream is done, I will be 3 videos behind. Officially 3 videos, I think. Hour and a half to 2 hours per video. That's well, let's do an hour and a half because I might skip through parts or something like that. So hour and a half, 3, 4.5 to 5 hours of edits I need to do. I don't think you need to worry about that arranged marriage anymore. Really? That my father actually believes me? I think I'll go home now. Thank you very much. Yeah. I hope it goes well. Well, we did our part. Who cares what happens next? We're involved now, so I'd like for her to be happy. Oh, I get it. That must be the way of the simp. You keep calling me that. Well, your name's Coco Head. All right. But 5 hours of edits for me to work on to get caught up. And I have a deadline by Monday. Not only that, I took on a big, I wouldn't necessarily.
There's a large mansion beyond the gate over there.
Oh, hold on a minute. Let's do this real quick.
That's the second crime scene.
That's probably it. Let's go inside.
It's closed, as expected.
If only that. Okay, nunchuck legs. Jesus criminy. The only thing that would have made it better would have her going like, what the? Wait. Her legs broke chains and locks. Yeah. She's not human. All right, we are going to follow the right-hand wall, see what we can see. I see a fire hydrant. Coca Hood must tinkle. All this rain? Oh, it's not this way. Okay, I can't. Is an NB? Halara is, I don't know what NB is. No, oh, non-binary. Well, so yeah, she's a machine.
It looks like a haunted mansion.
I hope there aren't any ghosts around. I have a feeling they'll appear this time.
I've been meaning to ask, but aren't you kind of a ghost yourself?
The incident occurred about 3 months ago. The victim was Ali Hohen, the owner of this mansion. He had no family and lived alone. The mansion is now empty and dilapidated. The crime scene is in the study near the back. Let's go.
That's not how tape falls.
The mailman killing
Especially after being broken by a non-binary machine.
besides the locked room. The first person to find the body was always the same person.
That worshiper from church? Do you suspect him too?
What he said did make sense. He's been obsessed with the mailman and had access to the names of potential victims. It's not too surprising for him to be the first on the scene each time.
I guess I shouldn't assume things going into this.
That's right. It's down this hallway. The crime scene is in the room on the right side. There's little time. Let's head straight there.
Ha! Think you're partners now just because you held hands with my master? I'll have you know, Master and I are connected on a much deeper level.
Yeah,
Don't
deep
make it
in you,
sound
no,
so suggestive.
There's sounding suggestive and just and what that is. Doorknobs in rough shape. I guess it's because no one's looking after the place anymore. Is it because Halara smashed it? I guess we can roll that out. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that. She just judo chopped with her foot. Expensive looking sofa. A sofa in a lobby. Who is it intended for? Probably a status symbol. Expensive looking thing under there. Owner's not around anymore, and there are a bunch of just hanging around. Let's snatch one and sell it. I'm a detective, not a thief.
Feels like a jump scare's coming up.
Woo! I don't think there's anything else for me to investigate at this moment.
So this is the study where the crime took place.
Oh, it's open. I wonder if the lock was broken at the time of discovery here too.
After Halara kicked it open, yeah.
There's nothing left here either. It's all cleaned up.
I don't want to do it, but I suppose I can share my post-cognition again here.
Are you sure?
You need a consent form?
Don't make a deal out of it. Just make it quick.
Investigation. All right, so in terms of general efficiency, I will do the check around, then I will do the I'll like check one area, then I'll use the backwards compatibility ability.
There's a vent, but it's too small for a person to fit through. And it's also screwed shut from the inside. It seems impossible to remove.
What's this now? Master, I discovered something. There are marks in the gap between the vents, like something scraped against it.
Really?
But given your height, you couldn't see it even if you stood on a chair.
Halara, can you use that chair to peek into the vent?
I will do so for 10,000 yen.
You're
What?
charging me for it?
I jest.
You just what? Yeah.
The marks in the vent seem to be left by strings rubbing against it. Did someone hitch a string to it or something? It shouldn't even be visible from your perspective. I'm surprised you noticed.
Oh, it was just a hunch.
See? I told you I'm useful. I do way more than just float around.
Only just.
You should give me 10,000 yen as a reward.
I'm getting a headache.
Vent's too small for a person to enter. Oh, okay, I guess I'm done. All right, let's go to this right here. Door to the study. Just left it open just in case. Always good to be wary of sudden attacks. Never let your guard down. Right, got it. It's because the teacher of the master is truly you are welcome. All right. Let us use the precognito cognition, post-cognition pre-times. Right trigger. Hand-holding time.
The crime scene of the murder is vividly brought to life before us. It all happens in silence, as though awakening from an eternal slumber.
You know, that guy still said countless, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 nails.
But the corpse will never wake up again.
Well, he was splashed with indigo paint, so.
Even if the corpse did awaken, the nails pinning him down would prevent him from rising. The door is the only entrance and exit to the room. There are no windows and the vent is small. I don't see any escape routes from the locked room. Maybe the doll nailed to the wall holds the answer to this bizarre mystery.
I haven't even looked around. Okay.
The door here can only be locked with a key. However, there is only the master key. No spares exist.
Lock picking's out of the question.
Scenario resembles the locked room mystery in the casino. We can disregard the possibility of a duplicate key. The master key was found in this room at the time of discovery.
This is also similar to the locked room mystery in the secret club.
That was just set. Oh.
But there is one difference. The key was found underneath the corpse.
Under the corpse? But we can't move the corpse in the past, so we can't confirm if that's true.
Accurate.
Post-cognition isn't all-powerful, but it's a fact that the key was found under the corpse.
And what reported this fact?
I have a crime scene photo, taken back then, in my jacket pocket. No detail has slipped past my efforts.
Right.
Nice.
Huh?
Nice. No, let's go back to that picture.
I meant the other photo. This one's unrelated to the case.
This is it. You're right. The key's near the middle of his back. But can this photo be trusted? Could it be something the peacekeepers fabricated?
The peacekeepers acknowledged the incident occurred in a locked room. Besides, there's no need for fabrication. After all, it would be more convenient for them to have fewer mysteries to deal with.
That's true. Sorry for being doubtful.
No, that's expected of a detective. You're starting to figure out how to do your job.
Was that a compliment?
Really all it takes to please you?
Also, I drew a sketch of the room's state on the back of that photo. Remember it well.
Yeah, okay. But why a sketch? How can it help solve the mystery? Also, what was with that cat photo anyway? It's surprisingly cute.
Okay. The key to the mansion's study. The mansion's floor plan and a photo of a lot. I'm not pushing buttons, okay? Okay, is there anything else here? I know it's time-based. Just. No, it's not, Halara. This is incredibly important. Yes, I agree, chat. I agree. We must investigate that locked room mystery cat photo. All right, nearby bookshelf near the hallway. All these books are lined up so neatly. So one of the things that kind of spoils things is if it's not being read to you or voice acted, it's not really important. So that's telling me that this information isn't really important. It's just experience at this point. They're covered in dust. Nobody touched them for a long time. Meaning they won't help us in the case. But what about the back of then? Hand hold the action.
Yeah.
Even in the past, several books lie on the shelf. I checked, but it doesn't seem like anything's different between then and now. In that case, probably not related to the case. In that case, not related to the case. All right. Next is going to be this painting right here. Speaking of paintings, how about that cat photo?
Oh.
Landscape paintings in an extravagant frames are on display. Oh, these paintings look incredibly expensive. You know, maybe we should steal some and sell it. We got a $5 million debt. 5 million Shinshu, 5 million debt to Halara. They're counterfeits. Not a single one genuine. Doesn't look like there's anything relevant to the case here. Let's investigate elsewhere. It's a carefully organized bookshelf. Looks like all the novels belong to the same series. Really? All of those. All of the novels belong in the same series. That, ladies and gents, is a writer. Look at all of that. Look at all of them books.
Yeah.
The Groin Saga. Yeah, groin this. I believe this series has more than 150 volumes. Unfortunately, the author passed away. Yeah, probably from cranked hands. It's a shame the story never saw an ending. I don't think it ever had an ending.
Oh.
Two extraordinarily thick books stacked on the desk. These books are in great condition aside from some dust. They look completely untouched. Probably wanted to seem knowledgeable. They haven't been moved for a while. Probably not related to the case. Alright. Hand-hold the action. What do we got? Creepy dolls. Dolls on the floor. Dolls on the floor. Several dolls have been nailed to the floor. After the clock tower and the secret club, this makes 3. Doesn't make it any less creepy, though. Yeah, that is pretty creepy. Now is not the time to show fear. Investigate thoroughly and find the clues. Right.
See.
The dolls have nothing in common, and I don't see any unusual markings. Yeah, dolls in the floor. Dolls nailed to the floor sounds like a metal band. Dolls nailed to the floor.
It appears.
Nothing to do with the case then.
What does that mean?
There's an expensive looking landscape painting, but it's titled. I don't want it to be related to the locked room. Doubtful, judging from the marks on the wall. It said the painting was hung at an angle. Peacekeepers must have altered it by mistake during their investigations. How confusing. A series of books arranged neatly on the shelf. No indication the books have been moved. Don't think it's related to the case. I agree. Let's look elsewhere. Two extraordinarily thick books placed on the desk. Doesn't look like the books were stacked the way it was found. Peacekeepers must have stacked them. Good grief, what a bunch of amateurs. Yeah, placement seems to be the only thing that changed. Don't think it's going to help with the case.
Sit down right here.
Yes, have a sit. I will check out the corpse shortly. Check around the desk and fish tank. You know, for not being fed for 6 months, they sure are a lively bunch. Oh, we got a switch. No, not this switch. Well, flick the switch off, then we'll take a look at that shortly. A lamp. It's a lamp! Make sure to use proper lighting in addition to the standard lighting strategy. Make sure to use proper lighting in addition to these kinds of lighting. A strain... What does that even mean? What are you talking to? Oh, I get it. It's a fourth wall joke. You silly, silly Shinigami.
That's right.
There's a projector installed in the center of the bookcase. I'll take a look. Can't reach it. Can you take a look around the projector? Sure, give me a momento. Projector dusty does look to have been used since before the incident, so it's probably got nothing to do with the case.
That's true.
There are fish in the tank. Doesn't seem like they've been cared for since the owner was killed. They look pretty bad. No, this is a very clean tank. Clean tank, lively fish. You don't know what you're talking about. So, nothing has happened for months in this place, and the fish tank looks like this. Inside the tank, some kind of secret passage.
Yeah.
Would be interesting. Doesn't appear to be related to the case. Really? Really? There's a secret passage in the tank, and you're not even going to... No, time out. Time out. We are investigating that secret passage. Come on. I'm going to have to go back over to those photos here shortly. But I still have to investigate the body. And hold hands. Projector installed center bookcase. Wasn't on when the corpse was found. You'll never reach it. I'll check for you. Well, did you find anything unusual? Nope. Everything is extremely usual and unrelated to the case. Creepy, creepy naily dolls. Switch on the projector looks like it was set to the off when the corpse was found. Lamps. Lamp's light is pointing on the table. Probably wasn't turned on at the time. Don't see anything sus. Doesn't seem like the lamp is related. Right. Huge tank here. Aren't any fish inside. Living things can't be seen. Oh, okay. Living things can't be seen through post-cognition. Doesn't have that ability. Okay, that makes sense. All right,
Let's
time
check
to
it out.
investigate.
Get gritty.
I'm going to spend too much time thinking about this. What is with this?
Oh,
However,
Okay, so looks like there's nothing. Nothing at this time, at least. You have anything to say?
Halara's hands are smaller and softer than I thought. Considering Halara's strength, I thought they would be bulkier.
Master, is holding hands all it takes to get you hot and heavy? You're making me sad.
No.
No.
Though I am curious, is Halara a man or a woman?
Wow, they really called it out like that, huh?
what's wrong? Is something bothering you?
Not at all.
Halara's a robot.
I guess it'd be pretty rude to ask now.
All right, we are now going to finally check out the corpse on the floor next to the nails on the dolls.
That's true.
This is where the witness found the body. Blood stains are, well, if you can call them that. Considering the amount of blood, the victim was probably killed here, right? Very likely. Hand holy action time. Okay, we still got the strangulation with the claw marks. Well done.
The cause of death here appears to be strangulation as well. And like the others, there are rope marks around the neck and traces of a struggle. Oh, but on a closer look, there's a mark left by a thin string on the back of his neck.
Okay.
It couldn't have been the rope that was used to strangle him. The thickness is completely different.
There are two different types of string marks on the body. Was he strangled twice?
No.
But even then, it'd be odd to only have marks behind his neck. And why do the strings have different thicknesses?
Anyway, it's an important piece of evidence.
How do you know? You said everything else was unimportant, like the 150 books and the secret passage in the fish tank.
The victim was a well-built man, approximately 30 years old. The corpse here is also covered in nails. His appendages and chest are all nailed to the floor.
A well-built man with a sickly-looking face. It looks like he's starved and malnourished, and like, just check out them cheekbones.
The owner of this mansion made his fortune in real estate from an early age. But along with aggressive land sharking and other illicit transactions, he made shady deals with Amaterasu Corp. There are several reasons he'd be hated. A doll with his name on it was bound to be nailed in the church forest.
I wonder how the person who cursed him feels, now that he's actually dead.
Perhaps they feel no responsibility. They just hopped on the urban legend bandwagon.
Is that really the case? Wait, this is odd.
Did you find something?
Look closely. The length of the nails driven into the corpse are all slightly different.
The length isn't the problem here. It's how hard they were hammered in.
What do you mean?
The nails driven into the lower torso went through the body and into the floor. But the nails in the upper torso did not penetrate all the way through the body.
But why would the culprit not hammer the nails in as hard on the upper body?
That's not the only unnatural thing. Take a look at the blood.
Oh, I've been taking a look at the blood.
Wounds in the lower torso appear to be bleeding sideways. But the upper torso wounds are bleeding vertically down toward his waist.
The blood flows differently between the upper and lower body?
Maybe the upper and lower torsos are different people? They were smushed together after death.
You nailed it, Shinigami. You nailed it.
Disturbing.
And that's it for the post-cognition. Nailed it. So this is a check mark, but this does not. Did I miss something here? How did I miss this? How did I miss the doll on the wall? Maybe it's because I did this instead of actually going to the right. Okay. I was kind of curious about this.
There's only one doll nailed to the wall. Comparatively, there was a nearly obnoxious number of dolls nailed to the walls in the other crime scenes. Maybe there was no room to nail them to the walls because of all the bookshelves in the way? Wait, this doll has both eyes gouged out. Did the culprit do this on purpose? This keeps getting more and more disturbing.
But it's kinda creepy cute. I want to put one next to the top of a staircase so people can run into it at night.
Why would you want to do that?
You know, this doll seems made of cheaper materials compared to the other ones.
Hey, you're right. Like it's made of resin instead of porcelain. The texture looks cheap, but also more durable.
Too bad it doesn't have eyeballs.
The eye holes are connected to each other in the head cavity. It's like that darkness is staring into me. Huh? There's a mark on the edge of the eye holes near the nose. Looks like a string rubbed against it. How did this mark get here?
All right. Are we done this time? Are we done this time?
Looks like there's nothing left to check.
That's an A-OK for the investigation here. Okay.
Are you done here?
Okay. So I have a theory on this room. You want me to tell it to you, or want me to just move on? Well, I already pushed that investigation, so I probably won't be able to go back in. Go for it.
Now
Well, we'll see what they say first.
Though it appears complicated at first glance, the incident is simple.
I want to pause for a moment. So I think the key was tied up with a string. The string turned the lock and then took the key out, dragged over to where the doll was pulled from the string through the doll and underneath the body, or something along those lines.
Huh? Halara, did you already solve the locked room mystery?
What? You haven't?
There's no way to solve it with what we have. How was the room locked?
The strings on her hoodie are overly jingly. I think I understand what you mean, Chad. I think I understand. Earlier you said Halara is non-binary, and I keep referring to them as a her. I apologize for that. Okay? I get it now. I understand. Halara's hoodie is very jingly. I'll do the best I can to call Halara that.
It's unfit for one detective to ask another that question. For the sake of your own pride, you must figure it out.
That took you a bit. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm terrible at this stuff. unfortunately do assume genders unless corrected because it's kind of intrusive to ask everyone their gender and it might offend people. I'd rather be corrected and me make the correction and call them the appropriate gender than assume that someone is a male or female, non-binary or anything in between. Then get straight up ask him. You know, they might get offended. So I don't know. I think I prefer to be corrected in this matter. Now, I don't mean any disrespect. I don't mean to offend in any shape, way, or form. So.
Unless you'd like to hire me to do it for you. It won't come cheap.
I'll figure it out myself.
It's really all about the money with Halara.
The longer I'm with Halara, the deeper into debt I'll get. It's starting to scare me.
Yeah, welcome to student
Let us be
loans.
swift. Next up is our last crime scene.
Wait!
Oh, and the corpse was sitting up, and then the string, when it kind of went through, like the key went underneath, it fell down. I just wanted to get that point across.
The next one is the art gallery in Ginma District. We're running low on time, so we must hurry.
Right. The chief's in danger after all.
So, without actually giving it major study or thought, that's my theory. Now, this fire hydrant. Fancy neighborhood, sure have a lot of amenities. There's a lot of. Is there any need for hydrants? Who knows when something might explode? Better safe and soggy. Safe and sorry. Safe and soggy. Okay, very clever. Art gallery. Yeah, I know. All right. Next is the art gallery that is closed, and that will be across the street.
So this is the art gallery. It's closed due to special circumstances.
The murder occurred only about a month ago. But I'm certain the crime scene has been cleaned up like the others.
I mean, contaminated like the others.
But wait! It's not a good idea to break into the art gallery.
Have you tried actually pushing the doors
Did you
open
say something?
or knocking?
That's our Halara.
The crime scene is deep inside the art gallery. It's one of many storage rooms. Come, I won't allow time to be wasted.
Anya Halara is a robot. A robot who likes cats. Yeah, the fuzzing is really annoying. I don't think there's much of anything I can do about it. I can try replacing all the audio cables again, but I just don't know if that's going to work.
Oh,
Seems like door's locked. Priceless works of art all over the place. Of course, the door's going to be locked.
is this the storage room where the crime scene took place? It's locked.
We're going in.
We're like a couple of thugs or something. Was the first on the scene the person from the church again?
As
Yes.
expected, it's the same worshiper. And he did say he was following the victim after finding a doll with the same name. He saw the victim enter the building late at night. He then searched the premises with the art gallery staff. When they opened the storage room, they discovered the body of the victim inside it. The door was locked at the time of discovery, and the key was found inside.
Ooh,
Another locked room mystery.
But I'm starting to get bored. It's not so special anymore.
What do you mean special? People have died. Let's start investigating.
Yeah, sounds good.
Investigation. All right, let's start with the door. This time I will check all of the corners of the camera. Spill spent on the floor. If we can find out when the spill occurred, we'll know if it's related to our investigation.
There are 2 keys that open this door. Only one of them was inside the room at the time of discovery.
There are 2 keys that open the door, or it takes 2 keys?
The other one was owned by a member of the art gallery staff. That staff member always carried the extra key and used
Answer
it
that question.
to enter this room when the corpse was discovered.
Where was the key found inside usually kept?
It's supposed to be kept in the administrative office, but it's unknown if it was always there. Maybe it was lost and the culprit found it. Or perhaps the culprit secretly stole it. Either way, the culprit managed to obtain the key somehow.
One key was in the storage room. The other key was always carried by a staff member. If the culprit is that staff member, then this wouldn't be a locked room mystery, right?
Why go through the trouble of making it look like a locked room murder if you'd immediately become the first suspect?
No one will ever expect
Guess you
it.
wouldn't.
All right.
Maybe.
All right, so it's just this right here. Stack the boxes. Cardboard boxes stacked up. Judging from the labels, boxes were brought in after the incidents. Artwork inside must be storing, no longer exhibiting related to the investigation. Because you didn't read it to me, that's why it's not. Let's see. Next is going to be here. And it's just this.
The only way in or out of here besides the door is this window.
The window juts out and is used as a vent. It doesn't appear big enough for someone to move through.
Currently, it opens outwards slightly, but there are no other suspicious traces on it. It seems impossible to enter or exit through here.
The dolls are alive. Examine the shelf. Okay. There are 2 things to look at. Baskets on top of the shelf, not tall enough to see inside. I'll take a look for you. This is nothing. We've accomplished nothing. So you found nothing. But it has now been established that the Shinigami can go through objects and see.
Oh,
Sculpture, a sheet placed on top of it to keep the dust off. It doesn't look like it's been moved for a long time. Throw from the dust, gather around the sheet too. In other words, it's completely irrelevant. All right, we got 2 things to look at.
this is
Painting of a man screaming with hands clutching face. Something unnerving about the painting. Almost feels as if it's going to swallow me whole. Paintings don't have that kind of power. Well, it depends on the painting. More importantly, see, there are ghosts in this world, so what makes you think that paintings don't have this kind of power? No, nothing sus. Canvas placed, clay black. Wonder why it's blank. Why it's messily placed in these wooden frames. Doesn't look like exhibition piece used for some other event. I see. See, like this is where the body was at the time of the incident. There's no traces of it anymore, though.
It's me.
Looks like the area's been cleaned up, probably by the peacekeepers and the art gallery staff. Yeah, they did a smashing job. You can tell from all the blood on the floor. It's just they used some sort of cleaning chemical to make it turn from a red to a purple. All right, it's time to get the precogs. Or post-cogs, rather.
Post-cognition reveals the crime scene in slightly faded colors. The room looked vaguely hazy in my eyes, even with the rows of vivid paintings within the art gallery. The smell of paint oil that permeated the room wasn't that of the past, but the present. If even the smells from the past could be recreated, the stench of the corpse would be much more overwhelming.
Okay. What do we got? Doors closed. Spill paint.
I've been wondering, did the culprit knock this paint can over? If so, it could have been used for some sort of trick.
It's unwise to make up your mind before conducting a proper investigation. It may have been like this before the murder, or it could have tipped over when the discovery was first made.
Alright.
You got carried away in the hopes of getting complimented. Aren't you an eager little puppy?
Be quiet.
Okay, so I think that's everything with the postcog in this area. Get some hand-holdy action. We got old-looking portrait. We have something right there. Stacked boxes. So 2 things to investigate. Cardboard boxes stacked up. Judging from the labels, artwork inside, layers of dust, don't look, culprit touched them, nothing to do with the case. Old looking portrait.
This is...
Portrait painting, nails driven into it. Picture really conveys its time period. Well, okay. Picture really conveys the time period. Maybe the person depicted this important person from years ago. Nothing distinguished about this guy. Looks like a regular old geese. All right. Let's go over here first. All right, so we have one thing to look at.
Yeah.
Blank canvas, wooden frames placed on a trolley. Nothing seems to have changed. Here's unchanged as well, probably meaningless. All right. Examine the shelf with the blanket. What? Oh, okay. For some reason, this picture startled me. Like it was like a picture of a kid just staring at you out of nowhere. 3.
There's a nail stuck in a painting.
A? There's 3
Must
nails.
have hammered a nail into the portrait instead of a doll. scenes so far have all been abnormal, but this one's just sick and twisted.
Have to play some with all. Okay. Next one, go with the cloth.
Oh,
Sculpture, sheet over it. Position, same position, post-cognition, nothing going on. Stack the baskets.
oh,
Baskets top shelf, nothing but dust. Basically unrelated.
You better
All right.
hurry or you'll run out of time.
Oh, we have quite a bit to inspect here.
a large painting lies on the floor, and a doll is nailed against the canvas. One nail goes through the head, another nail is in the chest. But the nail in the chest also passed through the circular hole on the key's handle. Did the culprit leave the storage room after nailing the doll and key to the painting? If that's the case, how did they lock the room? The key was nailed to the picture, so it couldn't have been used.
Well, that's what makes it a locked room mystery. I'm sure they figured out some trick.
And I need to find out what that trick is.
Chat, I don't really have much of an idea on how this happened. Let's see what comes up. Large scenic painting, doll nailed to it. Wonder how it ended up on the floor. If it's related, there's probably a reason. Let's assume that much.
This is...
Nails driven. A young man. I know this one is one of those edgelord protagonists everyone loves for no reason. That's not really the impression I got. All right, let us investigate the body now, or the location. Hand hold the action. We only have one thing to interact with. Okay.
the corpse of a young woman. She has nails all over her body, as expected.
The victim's name is Ep07. She used her good looks to have relations with many men. The
And
amount of suspects who could have written her name on the doll is nearly too high to count.
The victim has those same marks that suggest being strangled to death.
if her sleeping around is the reason why she was killed and no other reason, I think I'm going to stop this game because that's a stupid reason and I don't like it. I don't like it.
But there aren't any scratches that would have been left from struggle. And
You noticed as well.
The autoerotic asphyxiation?
yeah, there's a wound on the back of her head. It looks pretty deep. This may be the real cause of death.
So she might have been smacked in the back of the head and strangulated, depending on what's going on. But that is what the ME should decide and discover.
That should be enough.
I don't really know how this one turned out.
Are you done
It's the nail in the floor. I have some wild theories, but nothing concrete. I don't know. I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one.
That should do it for the room. Next is the window. It would be best to check outside of it. Go ahead. I'll stay here.
You going to hold your hand out so I can touch you?
All right.
window, but our buddy here really insists you do everything yourself, huh?
Yeah.
And my master does everything he's told, like a good little underling detective.
Exactly. He is learning. He is training.
This is something I took on myself.
And that
I
too.
can't just rely on everyone else after putting on a tough front for that kid. That's why I have to do it.
Or maybe Halara's just taking advantage of you. It's obvious money is that one's only motivation.
Even so, I think it's the right thing to do as a professional detective.
In training.
Master, being overly nice for no reason is stupid. It's why you're so deep in debt.
I know, but...
What are you mumbling about? Did you check the window?
Oh, right. I'll do it right away.
Outside the window, could that have anything to do with the locked room?
No, probably not. It's locked. Halara. Lol, no. Yeah, their kicks are pretty kicky. A funky bass line's funky and bassy. It's kind of a squiggle, not necessarily a line though.
I wonder what Halara discovered.
You know, I think Halara is just having fun pushing you around.
Kind of following a wall to see if I could find something.
Let's rest.
Cardboard boxes stacked up. Looks like they're all sealed. They're left in the rain. Whatever's inside's ruined.
Maybe...
Someone could possibly scale the fence with some effort. Or DV culprit escaped. If the real party is solving that locked room mystery.
Yeah.
Clues, you're right.
Here's the window.
Well, see anything strange?
No, nothing strange about it.
I see. Try entering through the window.
What? Between the gap? That's impossible.
Just try it.
Okay.
Are you going to push to the wall?
I can't. I can't even put my arm through this.
You haven't even put an attempt. You tried pushing the wall.
Stick a finger in, but that's it.
I thought so. Good job. You can return now.
Huh? Are you sure? Did you figure something out?
Did you not?
No, not at all. What's that about?
That's larger than 5 centimeters.
Hey, what are you doing here?
That was not the voice I expected to come out of that model. Look at that. That is not the voice I expected.
Huh? I'm not doing anything shady.
I'll call the peacekeepers.
Wait! I'm...
Well, detectives are basically outlawed. The peacekeeper might ask for identification, but we'll just do peacekeeper.
I'm a peacekeeper.
Huh? Of Amaterasu Corporation?
Yes, of Amaterasu.
What do you mean you can't say Amaterasu? You said it dozens of times before.
You totally fumbled that. You're no good at lying, huh?
What did you say?
We are special investigators for Amaterasu Corporation. We are currently investigating a case. Civilians must not interfere.
Huh? Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Hey, Halara, are you sure it's okay to lie like that?
Are you sure it's okay to lie like that?
Deception is necessary to finish an investigation quickly. By the
Let's just
way,
talk like this in front of this deep-voiced individual.
There's something I'd like to ask you. Can you bring over the staff member who discovered the body from that murder case a month ago?
Oh, that would be me.
Perfect. Describe the events for us.
I'm scared to even remember it, but if it's part of the investigation, then I have no choice.
I'll leave the rest up to you.
Sure.
Leave the rest up to me, huh? Later. Just let me out. All right, let's talk to this dude.
Now, please tell us what happened on the day of the murder.
That day, I was doing my closing procedures when someone from the church appeared. He said he wanted me to help him find someone and that he knew the person was inside the art gallery. So we looked around the premises together, but didn't find anyone. According to him, there was a chance that the person he was looking for was being pursued by the Nailman.
The Nailman.
I couldn't help but feel terrified when I heard that.
How did you notice something was off about the storage room?
The lights were on, even though they were usually off, so I went to take a look.
Everything about this character design is just throwing me off.
The door was locked, so I opened it with the key I had. But I was afraid to go any further. So I let the church person go first and open the door while I watched from behind. And then there was a corpse.
Corpse?
Did you touch the body?
Of course not. I was too afraid and froze at the entrance.
What about the churchgoer?
He saw what happened at the doorway and didn't go any further.
Are you positive you didn't touch anything inside after unlocking the door?
Yes, but the churchgoer accidentally kicked a paint can over when he opened the door. And paint spilled all over the floor.
So that paint was from back then.
Okay, I get the picture. Thank you. You may go now.
Oh, right.
I'm still kind of baffled at this one.
That brings all the information together. It's time to resolve the case.
Wait! I still have no idea what happened.
Time does not wait for you. Our deadline is approaching. You hurry back to the detective agency.
Huh? What about you?
Worry not. When you're in trouble, say my name. Halara Nightmare shall rush to your aid.
And gone. What are you gonna do, Master? We've checked everything we can. All that's left is to point out the true culprit, but...
If only it were that easy. I have no clue what to do.
Oh, stop being so pathetic. Why don't we go back to the detective agency for now? We might get to see Fuzzhead get executed.
All right, we need to help him.
Finished. Okay. So apparently we have gathered all the clues for, well, something, anything, I don't know.
I need to hurry back before the chief gets executed.
Right, let's hurry. I want to know how they'll execute him, too.
Yes, that's exactly it. That's precisely what the reason was. Knocked a can over. So the game threw a red herring in the tutorial, and that was the Knife in the pillow, which tells me that they're going to throw red herrings in general.
Come on, let's go! Go, go, go!
Why am I running? Oh, it's probably because there's no bus. Okay. So, I'm still unclear at how Kitty Ears hurt her arm.
Better hurry, or Fuzzhead will really be in danger.
And the village, no.
Halara seems to know who the real culprit is. That's incredible.
Come on, where's your competitive spirit? You might be a trainee, but you're still a detective.
Yeah, there's just too many unanswered questions. I don't remember. It will not be possible to return here for some time. Continue. No. Wait a second. Well,
Come on, pay attention.
and the abilities to get check master status, acquire labyrinth skills.
Over this.
The status, master detective rank, detective points, effective skills in
Hey,
the
Master,
sets.
do you need a power?
Skills, labyrinth skills can be acquired by picking a skill mass you want to spend.
Set whichever skills suit you
You
best.
can activate labyrinth skills. So this is all basically labyrinth stuff. No active skills. Spend skill points to acquire skill. Okay. Yeah, whatever. In reasoning deathmatch, shorten the assist abilities recovery time. In Shinigami puzzle sequence, remove one solution key Shinigarfi or Barfa. I just don't know. I just don't know. You know, let's just... Do I even have any requests to do? I think I did everything. Solve. Case files. Mailman killings. Okay, let's take a look at the case files. So long as it doesn't involve too much reading. So far, it's involving a lot of reading. So far, it's involving a lot more reading than I expected. Okay, let's go back up. All right. Yuma. Wait a minute. Okay, I was actually in the wrong one, but still. As specified by the directive given by number 1 of the WDO, the Nocturnal Detective Agency would take on Amaterasu Corporation and expose Kanai Ward's ultimate secret. After spending the night at the detective agency's Yakao, tells Yuma to go find the detective since it was well past their meeting time and none had arrived yet. At the hotel, Yuma told Vivia, Black Star, and Fubuki to gather at the agency office. Yuma and Shinigami were just leaving the hotel to search for Halara when they overheard talk of an incident. Urged along by Shinigami, forced by Mama Shinigami, Yuma went to the Ginma District to investigate an incident that had occurred in the clock tower. Arriving at the clock tower, Yuma saw a boy who was surrounded by peacekeepers. Yuma tried to help, but ended up almost being arrested as well. Halara appeared like the robot badass that they are, and defeated the peacekeepers to save both the boy and Yuma. The boy asks Yuma and Halara to help save his father, who has been arrested for a murder that occurred in the clock tower. However, because the boy couldn't pay, Halara refused to take the case and left. Yuma couldn't abandon the boy, so he offered to help and began investigating the Nailman incidences. Just as Yuma started searching for the crime scene, he overheard Seth of the Peacekeeper saying that the boy's father would be executed. Now he knew he had to ask Halara for help in the case. With Halara agreeing to help, Yuma returned to the detective agency to get directions to the church. In front of the detective agency, Seth threatened Yako, demanding to hand over the detective snooping around the Nailman incidents just within 3 hours. After the peacekeepers left, Yako told Yuma and the company how to get to the church, urging them to solve the case within 3 hours. Yuma talked with suspects at the church before heading to the secret club, the location of the first locked room. Using Halara's forte, post-cognition, they investigated the crime scene at the time the body was first discovered. After they were done, they went to the second locked room and located at a mansion. After using post-cognition again to investigate the mansion study, they headed to the third locked room at an art gallery. Having investigated all the crime scenes, Halara went to Yuma to return to the detective agency and went somewhere alone. Nearly 3 hours had passed, so Yuma returned to the detective agency. Not quite, I have not gotten there yet. To stop the peacekeepers from executing Yako. Okay, so that did not help at all. The only thing that helped is my thirst. Here comes the terrible friend that keeps napping on Saturdays. Are you kidding? Napping on Saturdays? Awesome. Pesa, 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 pesa.
It's about time.
Hey, wait! You said I had 3 hours, huh? My watch says I still got 5 minutes!
You need to get your watch repaired.
Go to a watchmaker.
Oh dear. The watchmaker is currently detained as a suspect.
Oh, I was just thinking that.
Just throw away that piece of trash then. Besides, you're out of time anyway. Take him away.
Wait! Yuma! I knew you'd save me!
And you are.
I was the one investigating the Nailman murders.
Oh, I see. So, you're the one who interfered with our work at the clock tower. Well, I will honor your courage for confessing and turn a blind eye to that incident. You must drop this case. If you do, we will leave without pursuing any further action.
No.
That'd be the ideal solution for all of us. What do you say?
Yuma, think carefully about this. Solving the case is good and all, but think about my well-being, please.
I am. That's why I'm saying kill him.
End this peacefully, but still.
Please! Get my dad back from them! Please! You may be a trainee, but you are still a detective. Once you have accepted a job, you must finish it.
I can't back down now. The Nailman killings haven't been solved yet. I will find the truth.
Huh?
Oh, you've said it now. There's no pulling out of this one anymore.
There's no pre-C. It's done and done.
He comes with us. This is for directly interfering with our
I have to go with the morning after at this point.
But... Please, wait, before you go. Please listen to what I've discovered while investigating the past mailman killings.
You investigated the previous killings. We handle all the information for those cases. Now that they're closed, there's nothing left at the crime scenes. I have no time for your lies.
The Peacekeeper report didn't say anything about the cause of death. All of the victims were strangled to death, weren't they? I suspect this fact hasn't been made public.
How did you know that?
So the cause of death was kept under wraps. I hope you see now. My investigation is legitimate.
All strangled, but the cause of death was not publicized, okay?
Please, let me continue. I will catch the true culprit.
I don't know where you obtained that information. However, it appears that you must be arrested as well.
Oh, is this going to be a quick time act?
You are suspected of espionage. I believe an interrogation is in order. Take him away.
What? Wait, please listen to me!
You almost had it, but got too carried away, rookie.
Worry not. When you're in trouble, say my name. Halara Nightmare shall rush to your aid.
That's right! Halara! Please help!
No, that didn't take very long. That did not take very long.
It appears you require the aid of a great detective.
Robot. Robot. Action. Maybe a cyborg. I think cyborg.
Halara, you
Maybe just a Borg in general. Oh yeah.
As I said I would.
You committed acts of violence against the Amaterasu Corporation peacekeepers.
Not once, but twice.
Sorry. I promised to give him a stern lecture after this. Can we please keep things on the down low? Mr. Sam, are you alright?
Are you alright?
You think we are? In this town, we're...
In this ward, it's not a town.
You are nothing but an audience. The resolution is premiering now. The leading role belongs not to you or me, but to Yuma.
Me? I'm the lead guy here?
I've set the stage for you to solve the case. The time has come for you to risk it all as a detective. Expose the true culprit.
What's going on?
I don't know why I was brought here. Can I go home?
So that's what you meant about setting the stage. I mean, Halara did suggest the real killer was among the people at the church. Now I have to point them out here?
Hey, Yuma. Are you sure you got this? Are you really
Volunteered, yeah.
There's no room to mess up here, you know?
No, there's plenty of room. There's 4 people to blame.
What do I do? I haven't gathered my thoughts yet. It's not like I can just ask for more time here.
Hark to the labyrinth.
I don't think so. Halara seems to know the answer already, so why don't you just pay up for it?
But that would waste all of Halara's efforts setting the stage for me.
Huh. So you want to solve this all on your own? If you can't ask Halara for help, why don't you try asking me instead?
You mean the mystery labyrinth?
The peacekeepers aren't just gonna stand by and listen to your deduction here. things are just gonna escalate, and it might even end up with more deaths.
Oh no.
That's
Yeah.
where yours truly comes in. We have the information we need from the investigation. All that's left is to solve the case with the mystery labyrinth.
With the mystery labyrinth.
But if I do that...
There's always a price to pay. When I read
Yeah.
the soul of the true culprit, the mystery labyrinth created by the culprit is destroyed. But as a price, the source that created the mystery labyrinth also perishes.
Which means the real culprit will die.
Huh? This killer's a total psycho who's already killed many others. Why do you care so much? You want to solve this case, Master? What about your promise to that kid?
What's wrong, Luna? If you don't hurry, the peacekeepers will wake up.
What is this nonsense about a resolution? I don't have time for this.
Yeah, you all just stood there while he was just, you know, he's just doing all these poses, and they're just standing there like, okay.
I will make you listen by force if needed. That is my job as assistant.
Well, you better hurry, or things will start getting bloody around here.
Fine.
All right.
Spirit? Well,
Time
Master,
for some Sailor Moon BS.
physically prepared?
What?
So Halara saw it. Interesting. Very interesting.
What's this? Has time stopped?
Halara, how are you moving right now?
You
We're not holding hands.
What happened? Is this someone's forte?
Shinigami, Halara's in here too.
Not so.
You knew this would happen?
Master, you used your coalescence, remember? Your ability isn't like some one-way street. You have the power to borrow someone's abilities, and you share yours as well. Halara here ended up wandering into the mystery labyrinth because of that effect, I think.
You're not even sure?
Who are you?
This'll take too long to explain, plus I don't feel like it. So I'll kick that ball over to Master! Rabbit hole we go!
Well, Halara, you are in for a ride. What type of crazy nonsense is this? Yeah, let's just save it. Let's just save it. Okay. Is that the date on my Switch? Or is that the date in the game? I'll have to check that out. Too hard to explain indeed, so let's just kick you down a giant rabbit hole portal of, I would call that a kidnapping. more like a robot napping. Or a Kai napping. Perhaps a Saturday napping. This reminds me of in Final Fantasy XIV going to the Golden Saucer.
Where am I?
What should I do? I'll need to explain everything, won't I?
We don't have much of a choice now. No point in keeping secrets here.
Halara? Let me explain.
We don't have time, remember? Oh, prepare to fast forward. Prepare to fast forward. Fast forward. Fast forwarding, sir.
And that's how this mystery labyrinth involving the Nailman killings materialized.
I see. So mystery labyrinths are materialization of mysteries themselves, and the truth is encased deep within. I appear to have underestimated you. This is an amazing forte. I must admit, it's quite a superhuman power. As far as I know, no other ability comes close to this. Who are you? I refuse to think you're just a trainee detective.
To be honest, this isn't my ability.
Before you continue, tell me, who is that woman beside you?
Her name is Shinigami. I think the simplest way to describe her is that she's a guide for the mystery labyrinth.
I thought this was all explained in the fast forward.
Also, Master Skeleton mentor.
On to my next question.
You're just gonna ignore me?
You mentioned the Nailman case just now. I had heard the rumors about that around town. Why are you investigating that case?
Huh? What are you talking about? We were just investigating the Nailman case together.
The Nailman. We were pursuing that case together?
You don't remember? There was a young boy who wanted to hire a detective and you turned him down.
I do remember you received a request from a child about some case, and you ended up seeking my help. The cost for hiring me was 5,500,800 Shin.
You remember the exact amount.
Okay.
But I can't remember what the case involved. I do vaguely recall.
So that way you have to do everything yourself, player.
My mind is clouded. I don't remember exactly what was being investigated or what was discovered.
Could that be?
Yeah, it's because of the Mystery Labyrinth. The Mystery Labyrinth is a fortress protecting the truth, so outsiders usually can't reach it. If someone did happen to wander in, their memories of the case would be locked away. Though, if you have a pact with me, you wouldn't be affected. But I guess that part of the pact can't be shared.
This is the Mystery Labyrinth's defense mechanism, then. It makes sense for a vault that protects its treasure, the truth, to have a significant level of security.
Yep, totally not strange at all. Halara here sure is smart.
A robot.
Oh, don't mind her. She gives people random nicknames.
Anyway, since my memories of the case have been taken away, I will provide a supporting role for your investigation.
Supporting role?
As long as we're in here, I will act as your assistant. Well, that's the same as our original agreement.
I will let you out for 5,500,080 Shin.
Blast through this dungeon.
Oh, it's 800. I think it was 800.
But it's still nice to have an ally.
Hey, Master, before we head into the Mystery Labyrinth, let's do that thing.
Huh? What thing?
Master, are you ready to give your life for the truth?
Yeah, I am.
Just imagine me and Halara just watching this. just watching this. Oh my god, this game.
Well, this world is just full of surprises. I assume that sword is used to cut down enemies interfering with your progress through the mystery labyrinth.
You're right. It's a special sword that can interact with things here.
Like the A button.
The solution keys I got during the investigation too. That was a lot. Here you go.
That's what she said.
Do you have to vomit them out every time?
What? Should I use a different hole instead?
Sorry, please don't mind her.
Alright, we're all set.
Maybe the ear holes.
Now, let's unriddle this mystery labyrinth. Our target is the true culprit who preys on the truth.
This game. This game.
I understand that progressing through this mystery labyrinth will allow us to obtain the truth. But what happens to us if we can't find it?
We'd be lost, wandering around here forever.
But as long as we reach the truth, it doesn't matter how much time we spend here.
Oh, I forgot to mention this, but there's a time limit for solving the mystery labyrinth.
But of course there is.
Oh, what?
There's a limit to how long you can stay in here. Stick around too long and your soul will leave your body behind. Your soul will wander until it's eventually absorbed by the mystery labyrinth, and you vanish entirely. In other words, you die.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing? You should have told me this a long time ago.
Oh, relax. Quit whining. A detective is bound to die anyway. Isn't that right, Halara?
It's no different from our usual line of work. A detective's life is always on the line.
See? Listen up, Master. You might learn something.
You're taking this awfully well, Halara.
Alright, but we're going to call here. Gonna get a quick save real quick. Yeah. Still, just being a third party, witnessing this ridiculousness. Mind blowing. Holy Smoke Saturday. Yeah, sheer ridiculous. But we're going to have to do the Mystery Labyrinth next week. Tuesday, right? Yeah, Tuesday. That just about does it for this episode. If you enjoyed the content, like, subscribe, notifications, comment, or go through a mystery hole on a random strange girl, whatever, YouTube, Discord, Facebook, wherever you're watching from wants you to do nowadays. Who knows? Check out my website, JPEdgar.com. I got my books, my blog, my merch, like my Holy Smoke shirt, and my stream schedule. And just a reminder that my live streams and my archives are all separate channels, and those links will be in the description. So, I really do appreciate you coming in. Keep me company, making fun of my stupidity. Probably ripping your hair out from me walking in circles around the obvious. You know, just all that stuff. I really do appreciate it. And, like always, more ridiculous to come.